Hello guys, my name is Venkatesh, and in this video we are just trying to solve one very problem of the algorithm. So this is a given problem, that's why I'll be going to read along with you, and let's try to solve it. And this is the one of the hacker rank test which it has been asked on one of the interview. That's I'm going to solve it over here. Okay, so there are the basically prime and composite number. You are given a list of n numbers, and each of is either a prime number or a composite number. Okay, and you have to sort the list such that the prime and composite number are sorted in ascending and descending order respectively, which means you have to sort the available prime numbers in the ascending order, and you have to sort the composite number in descending order. And there are the other terms and conditions that we are going to read it. Okay, the final list must contain n sorted number according to the given condition, and the prime number must be located at on the indices same as the indices of the prime number it the initially provided, which means the indices will not change. It's not like that we are just short them ascending and descending and we're going to concatenate them. It's not going to work. We have to preserve the indices. Okay, um, a prime number is the one whose value is the factor of the two, which are either one or number itself. Means it could be divisible by one, or it could be divisible by its number itself. Those all those category are known as the prime number. We have considered one as a prime in this problem. Okay, the input format would be the first line as a n, which is the length of the list. Second is the space separated number. Okay, and output should be given in the relevant format. Let's take the example. It's a 5, 4, 9, 8, 2, 6. Okay, so we have to like find out which are. Let's take this example to our uh, um, board, and then we'll see. Okay, so these are the basically one of the input, and figure it out what is the prime number. Let's say it looks 5 is a prime, 4 is not a prime, 9 is not a prime, and 8 is not a prime. And but the number 2 is a prime number with 6. So means if we go to index 0, which have the 5, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and index 4. So these are the indexes must be the preserved one. So if we're going to short them, it would be 2, 5. But whenever we are going to write this array, whatever would be the element, so 2 would be at 0th position, and 5 would be at 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be at 4th position. Okay, and rest of the number would be in the reverse order, and that would be placed over there. Okay, so 9 is the highest one. 9, it goes over here. 8, 6, and then 4, which means the indexes are the reserve for both, but the sorting would be different for a different category of the number. So there would be a two kind of task. Okay, basically there are 4 kind of tasks that we have to perform. Let's say what are those kind of tasks. First we have to filter it out all the prime number. Okay, second, what we have to filter it out, we have to figure it out the composite number. Composite number. Okay, not only this, we have to also keep track of what are the indices. So let's say 1-1 and 2-2. So these are the things we would be required to solve this particular problem. Okay, now let's start the coding. So started with some kind of data that we are going to do. Okay, and let's say, so it's a main. Okay, public static void main, and I'm taking the same example. It's a int. Let's say it's a data where we are taking these from the same number. So this is our array. It's a 549826. This is the number. Okay. So we are going to perform this result, and we are going to store in variable, which is the result. Okay. And now we have taken a method perform. Let's say perform operation. Let's say operation. Okay. And that would be the 6 comma data, and this message yet not exist. So we are going to create this method, which is going to be return the same thing. Okay. Okay. So before doing so, I'm returning to make the compiler happy. Let's make as a return null, so that compiler stop giving the complaint, and I'll start printing. So as out. Okay, I'm doing just simply printing out arrays dot toString, and just going to print my array. So whatever the data we are going to receive it, we have just printed it. Okay, and let me create the result. So it would be a result. It is a holder that we are going to create. Okay, now we have initiated with the same length, because we know that the result would be of the same. Okay, and let's say this is an n1, or you can say it's n capital, because it's a fixed number. That's why we are going to take. Okay, now we are going to be create 4 array lists. Okay, and we'll understand the purpose of each of them. These are the so import class. We have imported class, and we're going to again import this one. So this array list would be going to preserve the indices, and this array list actual the number that we are going to find out, and in the same way it was going to preserve the number, and this is going to be preserve the indices that we are going to do it. Okay, before going to that, we must have some helper method to figure it out what is the prime number, and because that's not an important thing. So everybody knows how to write the program for prime number. So for that, we have taken this helper method. So this is the method which is going to tell us which is going to tell us that it's a prime number. Okay, might be one extra. Just give me a minute. Okay, we have this one, so we'll must start with proper method. Yep. Now is prime. This is the method which is basically it takes the number. If the number is less than 0 or less than 1, which is false, if 2 is true. If the number remainder by 2 is 0, which means is being divisible, again false. And thereafter, what we are going to do, we have to check every number. If it is divisible by till the half, it means it could be divisible by any of the number. But after some time, if it would be even if it crosses the half of the length, it means it's not possible to divide it, because if it is not divisible before the half, it's not practically possible to get it divided. Okay, so this is the number of the prime. Now the main logic starts. We have start with the for loop, and then we'll figure it out how we are going to do it. Okay, so let's start with the for loop. First of all, okay, int and I is equals to 0, I is less than data dot length and I plus plus. Okay, and again we are going to figure it out which particular the data we are going to, which particular data we have to put it upon. Okay, so we'll take is prime, and then what we are going to do is prime, and we are going to take the data, and thereafter what we are going to do, we are going to do is an I. Okay, so this is this will let us know whether the number is prime or not. Okay, now based on this particular condition, what we are going to do is prime, and then we'll add the element in the respective list. Okay, so we are going to perform two tasks. We will going to be add we are going to add this thing in the proper indexes. We're going to add the indexes as an I, and we're going to the data that we are going to supposed to short, we are going to put it into the list. Okay, in the similar fashion, if it is not the prime, definitely is going to be composite number, then we are going to put it over here. And once everything is done, okay, once the for loop is done, let me try to format this. Control. Okay, once we are formatting this, we're going to use the collections method to sort these two things. Okay, so first we have to use the method collections dot sort. So we're going to prime list. That's our first job is done. Second job is the collections, okay, dot sort. Okay, and we are going to pass the composite list, but here this clause is that we have to do collections dot reverse order. Okay, and sort it, but let's sort it in the reverse order. Now we have the sorted values, but now it's time to fix them in appropriate positions. So let's start with that. We are going to put int. We are going to put int I is equals to 0 and I is less than, and till what, prime index dot size. Okay, and then I plus plus. Okay, and we have to place into results and where to place, and now we'll get the indexes from index. Okay, not remove dot get I. Okay. And now we have to prime list and that get I. That's it. It's done. In the same fashion, we are going to write the code for our composite. Okay. The same thing. Now our result is ready. Okay. And let me put the CISO for that. As out and arrays dot toString and its result. Okay. Let's see whether we are getting the expected results or not. We are getting a expected result as we are means they are expecting to do us. Okay. So if you guys have any question regarding the same, I'm more than happy to answer them in the comment section, or I'll be going to create another video for the same. So thanks for watching.